if you are caught driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol, sa Estados Unidos, automatic cancellation of license mo yan. They cancel it. Hindi ka na makapagmaneho. So, dapat dito, hindi lang show cause order, hindi lang suspension of driver's license. Dapat automatic when you're in a road rage incident and you use your vehicle to harass or to violate the human rights of others, dapat yan automatic cancellation of license. Dapat yan automatic cancellation of license to possess and own firearms and cancellation of all the permits to carry and confiscation of all firearms. Confiscation dapat kagad gawin nila. And let's see what other penal provisions we can also recommend to be placed under a new road rage law, anti-road rage law. We will offer him protection for his testimony if he so wishes, kung gusto niya. Kasi yan nga ang medyo mahirap sa batas natin. Kailangan mag-file ng complaint yung cyclista para ma-actionan at makasuhan itong taong ito. But there are times when government can intervene. Kaya, di ba mga cases filed in court, the people versus so-and-so. Di ba? The people versus Philippines versus so-and-so. The people of the Philippines versus so-and-so. So, not necessarily na kailangan mag-file ng case ang cyclista or file a complaint. Because, for example, in an issue of murder, kung saan binangga ng isang driver ang isang tao, siyempre patay na yung tao. Paano niya kakasuhan yung driver? That's why it is the people of the Philippines versus so-and-so, Juan de la Cruz. So, in this case, under that bill that we're planning to file, automatic motu proprio, the DOJ can file a case under the new laws, a special law on road rage. So, hindi na po natin kailangan na mag-complain pa ang oppressed or offended party.
Mapapatan niyo po kaya si Sir Gonzales?
Well, if he doesn't, I don't know. We'll ask, mas mabuting tanungin natin si Senator Bato, but I'm sure iimbitahin yun. At Senator Grace ba? Lead committee? Senator Bato. It's Senator Bato. I'm sure iimbitahin po natin yan. Pag hindi siya dumating, it's the prerogative of the chairman of the committee to file a subpoena for him. And I will sign. I would gladly sign the subpoena for him to attend. Well, depende sa mga hiling ng mga senador. So when the investigation is ongoing and we need his testimony, particularly on what he had done after the incident. Kasi ang sabi niya, initially ang sabi niya, tinutukan niya ng baril, tapos maganda na binalik daw niya yung baril niya sa bulsa niya, sa holster niya, at kinausap daw ng maayos. Eh nung nakita natin yung CCTV, na binatukan, hinabol at drinag pa niya, kinuyod pa niya yung bisikleta ng cyclista. So obviously, he was covering up. So definitely, it would be good to get a clear picture of what had transpired. Buti na lang may CCTV, buti na lang may kumuha nun at may CCTV. Alam mo, ang kawawa dito, ang napakaraming kababayan natin na inaabuso ng ganyan, na motorcycle riders and bicycle riders, na hindi nakakapture ng CCTV at hindi rin nakakapture ng individual video or blogger or may pasok o ma-file online. Alam mo, maraming ganyan nangyayari siguro araw-araw pero hindi na ibubulgar. At kawawa naman yung ating mga bicycle riders and motorcyclists. So, malaking issue to. Nagsama-sama lahat ng siklista ng bansa. Parang nag-rally sila behind this guy. So, we have to also show that the law is in favor of them, in protecting them. Thanks.
Sabi kanina ng Dole, parang marami sila dun sa marami daw dapat basis para dun sa living wage.
Alam mo, kaya hindi na ako nag-attend ng Dole kasi useless eh. They'll always stay neutral. The Dole will always stay neutral, which I think is a misconception, it's a wrong position to take. They should not be neutral. They should always fight for the welfare of the laborers. Now, let me remind you the 40 peso wage increase was only in NCR. Up to this day today, 350 pesos pa rin yung sa Mindanao ang minimum wage ng agricultural workers. Non-agricultural workers, a little less than 400 a day. Ba, ang presyo ba ng bigas doon ay mas mura kaysa dito? Pareho, last I checked, pareho pong presyo ng bigas sa Mindanao at dito sa Metro Manila. Yung presyo ba ng kuryente, mas mura doon kaysa dito? Last I checked, mas mahal ang presyo ng kuryente sa Mindanao kaysa NCR. Mas mura pa dito. So, the cost of living has increased all over the country. And they need that decent wage para makabuhay sila ng disente. Kaya itutulak talaga namin yan. We're pushing that before the year ends, again, by December, we'll pass the legislative wage bill. It may not be a priority in the LEDAC, but what is important is the Senate will make a stand. We'll pass it here. Pag naipasa na namin yan, lalapitan ko na po ang ating Pangulo at makikiusap po ako sa kanya. And pag pumayag po siya, ay hopefully the mababang kapulungan ng lower house will be able to pass a similar measure so that by next year it will be a great Christmas gift for the Filipino people for 2024. But we need it. We need it. Talagang hirap na hirap ang kababayan natin. And you know, they'll say, oh, bumaba na nga yung GDP dahil siguro sa pagmahal ng mga bilihin. Alam mo, number one, kung tinaas nyo yung sweldo ng ating mga kababayan, sa tingin nyo, itatago nila yun? Hindi nila itatago yun. Gagastusin din nila yun. Dadali nila yung mga anak nila sa Jollibee, sa McDonald's, pupunta sila ng mall, bibili din po sila ng mga regalo, pasalubong pa sa mga anak nila. So, it will go back to the economy. It may be able to help the increase of the GDP of our country. And it is not at no cost to taxpayer. Kasi yan po ay it will be taken from the big corporations and companies and MSMEs. So, kaya naman po nilang gastusin, kaya naman po nilang itong dagdag gastos. At ang matutuwa dito, ang milyon-milyon nating mga kababayan na manggagawa. And it shouldn't only be minimum wage earners, guys. Ha? Ako, across the board, even for all of you with the higher wage, above minimum wage earners, dapat bigyan din kayo ng dagdag sahod. Alam mo, binanggit ko nga sa hearing ng DBCC, binanggit ko lahat ng malalaking kumpanya, Ayala Corp, Aboitiz Equity, PLDT, PAL, all record-breaking income for 2023. Record-breaking na mas mataas pa sa post-pandemic. Siguro it's about time now to share. Sabi nga nila, there should be now a new tax for the rich. Aba, instead of taxing the rich, let's just force the rich to pay proper salaries to their workers and employees. Mas malaking impact niyan kasi you just tax the rich, pupunta na naman yan sa mga corrupt projects. And bigay mo na lang diretso sa tao, instead of taxing the rich and the rich companies, why don't we just allow them, why don't we pass the minimum wage and make them pay better wages for their workers? Tataas pang productivity ng mga kumpanya nila. So, that advocacy still, we're focused on that, laser focused. Ano lang, marami lang issue na dumarating. Pero mabubulagan na lang kayo. We will take it up on the floor and pass it. As our advocacy, as a shared advocacy of the Senate. Thanks everyone. Have a good day. Thank you.